Now, for examination, what is to be scrutinized and what kind of tables are to be made, because scrutiny and tabulation can be done only if there is a data. For examination section, data is examination form of the student, because every student used to fill examination form. That forms are collected by the scrutiny and tabulation section, and then they scrutinize the data and make the different kind of tables. What kind of tables they used to make? As per statistics, one way table means, suppose hall ticket given to that student, that indicates the center name, then the papers which is going to appear, when that paper will appear. The hall ticket for entry of the examination hall is one of the table which is generated from the examination form. So, this is one way table which is useful for the student. Then what can be other tables? Other tables are different kind of summaries required for conduction of the examination, proper conduction of the examination. For example, at X college there are n number of students for the compulsory English paper, y number of students are for the economics paper. This kind of data, all data is collected, then center wise, subject wise it is scrutinized, analyzed, and tables are made like that. So, such a table I call as a exam center wise summary. In exam center wise summary, there are day to day and on every day which papers are there, how many students are there, that information and what are their seat numbers, that information is shared to the exam center. Why it is essential? Because for that center they should know how many students are coming to the examination. Accordingly, they can appoint junior supervisors, accordingly they can make the sitting arrangements, accordingly they can make all the planning to conduct that exam smoothly at that center on that day and on that time. That is why this kind of summary, exam center wise summary is one of the table, is the another table from same data. Then third table, what is that? Suppose question papers are to be printed, then for strong room, how many students are appearing for the compulsory English in all over the university, that figure is required. Then that strong room can place order to the press to print that much number of question papers. Then the college wise summary is also required. Out of that, how many question papers are to be sent to which college or which exam center. For this kind of the another summary which is a subject wise and consolidated is required for the strong room. Even this summary is required to the go down, because how many answer books are to be given, how many supplements are to be given for conduction of the examination. For this kind of, I will say, conduct of exam duration work is done with the help of this scrutiny and tabulation. So, scrutiny and tabulation section conduct this kind of work. After that, once examinations are over, evaluation is done at the CAP center, marks will come. Again, marks are the data, that marks are filled in the system, scrutinized, analyzed, and then results are prepared. That work is also with the scrutiny and tabulation section. So, issuing the mark statement and preparing the various charts of the result is done at the scrutiny and tabulation section. After that, go down section which used to provide the stationery and to collect the answer books after evaluation is work at the go down section. Certificate section is dealing with after result work. After result means when student is passed, if he want to get the degree, he has to go to the certificate section. If he want to get the transcript, he has to go to certificate section. Such a kind of after result work is at certificate section. Barcode is a conduction, because as per new policy of the government of Maharashtra, every answer book should be barcoded. So, barcode is a new work started in the every university. So, barcode section is there in the university, and verification and evaluation section deals with the appeals made by the student after the result if they feel their results are not proper. This is all about the examination section. About after examination, if we see the two sections we seen are the academic and examination. After that, establishment section and finance sections are the two sections which are there in every university, but these two sections are there for internal administration of the university. What I mean to say internal administration means to run this all structure and to run this all system, their manpower is required. If university is having their departments, the teachers are required. So, to appoint such a kind of teachers or non-teaching staff, taking care of their job and other things are done by the establishment section. Even requirement of infrastructure, buildings, all these things are done under the establishment section, and to all this functioning, of course, finance or money is required. So, functioning without cannot go without finance. So, finance is there to monitor all financial businesses of the university. So, in a brief, this is to be done with the system and structure, but for this what I said is just the different functions or units in any university. But to give the proper guideline for this, university acts are there, university statutes are there, university ordinances are there, and according to act, statute and ordinances, university has to function. How the act and statutes are made is a different part that we will definitely discuss in some other lecture, but these are required. Without them, university cannot go ahead. So, university acts are there, acts are prepared by the state governments or the central governments as per status of the university. There are authorities in the act, there are administrative officers in the act, and there are who are the stakeholders is also mentioned there in the act. We will definitely go through in some other lecture, but for me what is a university, you might have get little bit idea the what is the university. Thank you very much.